Alright, what's up? I pretty much just got home from doing some stuff, and right after that I went straight into doing some assignments that were due like 3 hours later. Clutched it up, so I finally got some time to do some vlogging. Fortunately though, I didn't really feel like vlogging outside, and also got an idea in mind for this week's video. And if you read the title, it's why vlogging, why I started vlogging. Content. Come on, we're gonna learn a bit about me. I'm a very secretive person. I don't usually talk to anyone about like the intricacies that's going on in my life. Of course, with the exception of like a few close friends of mine. But yeah, since it's also like nighttime, I'm kind of vibing with some nice chill soothing music. Where do I even begin, man? Well, I guess we can just get to where I first got the interest. So yeah, I was first interested in YouTube when I think it was around 2010, 13, maybe not 13, I don't know, it was a long time ago. You know, like in the early stages of YouTube, there's like barely like let's plays and stuff like that were like barely even there. Like when I first discovered that you can search up a lot of things on YouTube, I was just searching up like a bunch of Pokemon Emerald game like videos, and that's like pretty much where I got hooked on YouTube, like just watching the videos. The moment that made me wanna start making videos, or just even give me like the slightest interest in making videos, was like probably like a year or two later, when I discovered like this small Minecraft YouTuber. You know, like I said, Let's Plays were like still, they were on the rise. So yeah, I watched this guy and I was like, oh, you know what? It looks like a lot of fun. Just you taping yourself, playing games, stuff like that. I gotta admit, when I was younger, I would like pretend I was a YouTuber. It's a little embarrassing, but yeah, I would like pretend that I was making videos and I'd be like talking. It happened for a bit until, you know, school happens, I grew up a bit, and then, you know, as time goes on, you know, that stuff, that thought kind of just, it dissipates, you know. I just treated it like a child thought. Yeah, that just made me think, like, you know, when you're like a lot younger, you're like very creative, right? You're like the most adventurous, the most curious when you're very young. When you first got your legs, like when your legs first start working, you just go out and explore, man. It's like one thing I noticed. It's like pretty cool. Alright, time goes on. I was probably about in 8th grade. I was probably like 13. Freshman year, high school. I was probably like 13, 14. That thought of just doing YouTube kind of came back again. I think that was like around the time when people started experimenting with screen recording for like mobile. At that time, I had an iPod 6 at that time. I was like way behind the times. Everybody had like iPhones and stuff, not just there. But like anyways, that time people were like creating screen recording apps that were not an app store, and I would try to use it and like create clips out of the gameplay that I produced. Of course, I never uploaded them. I just made clips for fun. I was pretty big on the mobile FPS, you know, the shooter games. Yeah, but it would never work. It would always never end up good, because these were like alpha build screen recording apps, or they're constantly in development. So, and given that they're in early stages, you know, your device would overheat. It would cause problems where stuff wouldn't even record, or like your game wouldn't even play, you know, all those things. Some time has pretty much passed, you know, since I've messed with that bit, and you know, the thought was still there. It was just like in the back of my mind. It was not up until probably senior year. I think senior year, yeah, 12th grade or 11th, I think. Oh no, it was Okay, now I get it. So it was not up until my junior year of high school. I think it was around November, or probably even like right before. There's this one vlogger that I came across, and that was the moment that was like, okay, I want to do it now. Like, I want to start vlogging because this guy is like chill. You know, the YouTube channel that I found at that time was KenTKA. Yeah, that's his channel name. Yeah, when I first saw his videos, I was like super hooked. The dude carried out like very chill vibes that I was really into. I was never interested in like YouTubers like being like super rambunctious, or like just being like, you know, having that sort of character design just for the audience. I was never really into that. It's just my character. Like it's just me, you know. I'm not that type of person to try and hype something up like and overdo it, you know. I'm just not that type of guy. Unless it's for like, you know, shits and gigs. Then yeah, maybe. But yeah, anyways, I saw his videos, I got super hooked. That was the moment I realized, I was like, okay, you know, everybody starts from somewhere. I got this cheap mic, I had a tripod and everything, I ordered it. I was like, let's do this, right? And then that's where I went to work. Started putting out some videos for fun, of course. I'm still doing it for fun now, but me making videos now is like the time where I'm actually starting to make like a very solid schedule, you know, once a week uploads, making videos that I would be happy to rewatch. Hopefully that's the same case for others. But yeah, he was like one of my, probably just my number one inspiration to do it, to start making videos. But yeah, there were also other factors that like built up throughout the years of just thinking about it, you know. I've had a lot of ideas in my head that I've wanted to share for others. I've always been the type of person to try to give advice to others, like to the ones who, you know, ask it from me, you know. I also figured that YouTube was probably the closest thing to what I wanted to do in my life, you know. Throughout my whole entire high school, I've always just told myself that I've wanted to find a way to express myself. And yeah, I don't think any other job wouldn't really match into what I wanted. So I just looked into the hobbies that I've been doing. Cause all that creative stuff is pretty much like in your hobbies, right? Like all in the extra stuff that you do outside of education, pretty much, right? I figured YouTube should be one of the main projects that I should be working on, because I genuinely want this channel to go somewhere, you know. You know, to be honest, it was a little difficult at first because, you know, like I said, I'm a very private person. I'm very shy, surprisingly to others. I think I'm the type of person that is charismatic when the time calls for me to, but like on like a day-to-day basis, I'm a solo person. I do things myself. I keep to myself a lot. I don't really share much with others. So yeah, and whenever I had any ideas, because of, you know, just like my solo nature, I kind of don't really have anyone to share my thoughts with. Again, except with my close friends, but you know, I wanted a bigger scale. And so, yeah, YouTube fit everything in the criteria that I wanted. Of course, I'm experimenting on more stuff. Put in a bit of work, edited some videos, and oh boy, let me tell you, editing takes a lot longer than you really think, dude. Because like, on an average, for my videos, like they look very simple. Yeah, they look very simple, but like behind the scenes, they actually take like 2 to 3 hours to upload, depending on how much effort I put it in. I'm learning a lot of things as I make more of these videos, like experimenting with like editing and stuff. I've grown to like it, even though it was a very tedious thing to do. I really thought it was pretty fun for me to do. Now, probably one of the more common questions that you probably think to yourself when considering like doing YouTube will probably be what makes you like keep up, like what drives you to keep making videos, you know? Like what really did it for me, like what made me want to continue despite having such a small channel, is what Gary Vee said. He said this in a video about people who wanted to try YouTube, and he said, not everyone will like you, but everyone's curious about you. That was the saying. I was like, okay, cool. Everyone's curious. That is an undeniable fact. Everyone's always wondering. Everyone always has a reason to click on these videos, the videos that they click on. And that gave me the leverage, because in a basic sense, when it comes to the videos that you put out, the rate at which people will click on it will never ever be 0%. There's always going to be at least one person, you know, and when you get that one person that's very interested in what you're putting out, you got to take care of them, because that one person is going to be the turning point that will turn one view into 10. Also, one more thing, like when you're starting out at stuff like this, you should probably not look at numbers. Your numbers shouldn't really matter. For people like me, you know, when you're having fun, when you're at such a infantile stage in creating these videos for the public, treat it as a hobby. Have fun with it first. It's more genuine that way, you know? When you're not worrying about numbers, you're just expressing yourself how you are. You're not creating a character that will lie to others, especially when they somehow find you in real life, you know? But yeah, I had the idea of doing YouTube for a very long time. I was just never invested into it until 2019 probably. Yeah, for now I'm just making videos that I personally enjoy, and I will continue to post it because I am willing to make this channel grow much bigger. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. If you're ever interested in telling me what you would like to see for any upcoming videos, then do say so. I'll be happy to take any suggestions. I'm still experimenting, working hard, and chilling. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.